Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimberly and this is my commentary channel. So in today's video, we are going to do a deep dive into the pajama company Peter Alexander. Now we all know their iconic satin pajamas, the really expensive ones, okay? So you got these ones, these are $140. And then you've also got the shorter set, like these ones. These are $130. When I was younger, all I wanted was Peter Alexander, okay? And I thank my mother for not buying me Peter Alexander pajamas because there is no way I'm gonna be buying my kids Peter Alexander with these astronomical prices. Peter Alexander have a range of different patterned and colored satin pajamas. So we're just gonna take a look at 3 of them. So you've got the blue set that we mentioned before, that's $139. We've got the light blue set, which is $129. And then we've got this little pink set, which is $129. Now, I agree, the Peter Alexander pajamas, these satin ones, are fucking cute, okay? They are so cute. But when you look at what they're made of, okay? So if we look at this blue set, the long blue set, so we see here, so the category, it's under satin. Fabric is 96% polyester and 4% elastane. Again, we look at the pink set, which is 96% polyester, 4% elastane, exact same. Now we look at our light blue set, 96% polyester, 4% elastane. So these 3 from Peter Alexander, they are polyester, okay? They're polyester. Polyester is actually really fucking bad for the environment, okay? But it's also quite cheap to make, okay? So you've got Peter Alexander charging astronomical prices, but it's not really costing them much, and it's really fucking bad for the environment, okay? So I found this is just like a little information on what polyester is. Chemical jargon aside, polyester is a common plastic with a wide range of applications extending beyond the fashion industry. It ranks 3rd behind polyethylene, packaging and water bottles, and polypropylene, ropes, stationery and modern banknotes as the most commonly used plastic. In this article, we're focusing on PET polyester, which is most commonly used in fashion. So this is the one that Peter Alexander are using for their iconic satin pajamas. Conventional polyester is not biodegradable, meaning that polyester fabric shirt you bought last season will not decompose for 20 years at best and 200 years at worst. Despite innovations in the space, polyester fibers as a whole are still not reliably biodegradable outside of a lab setting, and we don't consider any form of it to be a lower impact material at this stage. What's more, polyester is partially derived from petroleum, and the oil manufacturing industry is the world's largest pollutant and a key driver of climate change. So I found this on Peter Alexander's website regarding their environmental impact. Peter Alexander is committed to reducing the impact we have on the environment by introducing more sustainable practices. We are including more sustainable fabrics into our collection without compromising the comfort and luxury you know and love. We are committed to continuing to source new alternatives which have a more positive impact on our environment. I love that they consider polyester to be luxury. It's plastic. Now, I actually have worn Peter Alexander pajamas before, and this is my personal opinion. I fucking hated the feeling, okay? I wore them once and I took them off. They just sat in my cupboard. And then about a year later, I was like, oh, that's right, they exist. And I donated them. And I bet they made someone's day, okay? If you like Peter Alexander, then wear it, buy it. I don't give a fuck, okay? This is all my personal opinion, all right? Yeah, I fucking hate it. The feeling on my skin, not a fan. Now, I also found this under their environmental impact tab, recycled polyester. Our styles featuring recycled polyester use existing materials in the supply chain to help create new fabric. With a lower reliance on resources such as water and energy, these fabrics have a smaller impact on our environment. So I just searched on their website, like recycled polyester. Nothing came up, no results. So I went in and I checked so many designs. I checked all the polyester ones, 0 returned, as being made from recycled polyester. So they have on their website that they're trying to, you know, they're using it, they're trying to do better. Where? Nowhere on their website could I find anything with recycled polyester in it. Now that we've gone through the prices of Peter Alexander's polyester pajamas, I would like to have something to compare them to price-wise, okay? So I had a look on Shein. Okay, so look at this pink set that we checked out before. This is $129 from Peter Alexander. I found a very similar set on Shein, okay, which was $15.95. Now I understand they are not exact, okay, they're close, they've got the same stripes and the pink, but I know it's not the same, okay? But when you look at the fabric of it, 96% polyester, okay? So just like Peter Alexander, it's plastic, okay? Peter Alexander, Shein, plastic. And again, so let's look at this blue set that we had before. This light blue set is $129 from Peter Alexander. I found a similar set of pajamas on Shein for $14.95. Now, if we look at the fabric, 96% polyester. So all of those that I just showed you, they're all made from 96% polyester, both the Peter Alexander ones and the Shein ones. Now, I have heard of some people that say that the Peter Alexander ones just feel better than the Shein ones, maybe because of how they're processed in the factory or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's plastic. But look at the price difference. So it just goes to show that Peter Alexander have just completely inflated their prices. They are earning so much money on these plastic pajamas. Now, this is from the website Good On You, and they rank the sustainability of Australian businesses based on a few different categories. And they gave Peter Alexander a not good enough rating. So for the planet, they got 1 out of 5. For people, they got 2 out of 5. And for animals, they got 4 out of 5. So at least they're good to animals. Peter Alexander is owned by Premier Investments. Its environment rating is very poor. It uses few eco-friendly materials. There is no evidence it reduces its carbon and other greenhouse gas emissions in its supply chain. There is no evidence it has taken meaningful action to reduce or eliminate hazardous chemicals. There is no evidence it implements water reduction initiatives. Its labor rating is not good enough. There is no evidence it has worker empowerment initiatives such as collective bargaining or rights to make a complaint. It traces some of its supply chain. There is no evidence it ensures payment of a living wage in its supply chain. It audits some of its supply chain, including all of the final stage of production. It does not disclose adequate policies or safeguards to protect suppliers and workers in its supply chain from the impacts of COVID-19. Its animal rating is good. It does not use leather, wool, fur, down, exotic animal skin, or exotic animal hair. It uses silk. Peter Alexander is rated not good enough overall. I will give Peter Alexander a little bit of grace. They do use organic cotton for some of their other styles, which is so much better than polyester. Here's a little example of what their other styles look like. I'm sorry, but what the fuck? Like, what has happened to Peter Alexander? I'm sorry, these are fugly. They are so fugly. I would not spend my money on them. $70 for a shirt. That's just the top. $70 for a top. I'm sorry, but that's boring as fuck. This is my opinion. If you own these and you love them, keep wearing them. Just don't show me. Here's some more from the not polyester section. So these ones are better for the environment, but they are not better for my eyes. They're so ugly. Like, what's this one for $80? Western bamboo jersey long sleeve shirt. What is that? What is that? What in the 1800s is that? If you like the feel of the polyester ones, but you don't like the fact that they're plastic and you want something that's a bit more sustainable, then don't you worry, because Peter Alexander also do silk. 100% mulberry silk. And it's like super cheap. Don't worry about it. It's super cheap. $359 for a set. I don't know. I'm not walking into Peter Alexander, like, period. But I'm not walking in there to buy silk. Okay? I'm not walking into Peter Alexander to spend $360 on pajamas. I'm having a hissy fit over a $70 shirt. Okay, I'm not spending $360. Do I think that Shein are a good company? Fuck no, absolutely not, okay? Shein is not environmentally friendly, not sustainable. It is nothing good, okay? But I used them to compare prices with Peter Alexander. Their items are made of the exact same fabric as Shein clothes. So Peter Alexander rely on polyester. They know that that's gonna make them bank. I'd say that, this is my personal opinion, I'd say that Peter Alexander's practices, I'd say that when it comes to the actual making of these clothes and the environmental impact, I would say that Peter Alexander are better than Shein. It still doesn't take away the fact that they both use plastic. They both use polyester. I think that sometimes we think about these brands, we think that because we're not buying from Shein, that it's better. But if you actually look at the makeup, the fabric, it's the exact same. Peter Alexander is on the other side of the shopping center. I walk in, I smell this motherfucker. I smell this. So that is everything that I think is wrong with Peter Alexander. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. Do you absolutely love your Peter Alexander pajamas? Do you think they're overrated? Have you used Peter Alexander ones? Have you used Shein ones? What are your thoughts? Do you think one feels better than the other? I would love to hear it in the comments. If there's any other Australian companies or brands that you would like to see me do a deep dive into next, leave it in the comments. I would love to know. This is a new channel, it's a commentary style channel, and I do deep dives into different Australian businesses and companies, and I talk about the stuff that they won't talk about. I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it and you want to see some similar stuff, then feel free to give it a like, subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me as a new channel just getting started. And hopefully I see you in the next video.